So I don't know about you guys, but what do you do when you have, like, car projects and tractor projects and motors and, more tractor projects and, more stuff than you can ever finish in like several years? What do you guys do? Do you like take a break and, try to finish one thing at a time? Unless you're like me and you start another tractor project. Because, I only have like 4 or 5 of them that aren't done, so why not start another one? Oh man, this had to be the most difficult steering wheel I have ever taken off of one of these tractors. So I tried doing the old, grind through the weld bit. Ow, that's a little warm. Whoops, where'd that go? Tried doing the old grind through the weld bit, and I probably ground at least 3/8 of an inch off the top of this thing. It's supposed to be much thicker than that. Would not hammer out for anything. I probably am going to have a massive bruise on my thumb here because that spot right there, that's kind of already turning purple, I think I hit it about 6 times with a 3-pound sledgehammer. And this sucker would not come off. So what I ended up doing was cutting all the way through the gear and kind of somewhat into the bottom of the column, which isn't a big deal because it was only one little tiny spot. And then with a 3-pound sledge, I finally beat this thing off. So this has taken me probably an hour and a half to get off between last week and this week. And the reason is, this is something I've never seen. They frickin' knurled the bottom of the steering shaft before they hammered that thing on there at the factory. I have never seen that. Maybe they stopped doing that like 1971 or something, 72, I don't know. But all the Onan style ones that I've cut these things off and the other ones that I've done, I have never ever seen this section knurled. So that's why this one took so long to get off. But the good thing is I saved the steering wheel. I didn't break the plastic anywhere. So this guy, I'm going to paint it in truck bed liner so it'll kind of fill in all the little dings and stuff that it has in it like that to make it look nice. And the center cap is, well, mostly good. Whatever. It's got one tab missing. I'll probably glue it back in, paint it white, and maybe paint the letters by hand or something like that. But holy crap, finally got the steering column out of this thing. So now I can finish stripping the front half of the frame off. And I think what this one may end out, if I end up keeping it, which I'm not sure yet still, but if I end up keeping it, I have an Onan front frame that I'm going to stuff on this thing. And I'm actually going to probably turn it into the Mighty Mongrel 3, which the Mighty Mongrel 2 was a 69 Suburban 12 chassis, which this is, with a 68 Super 12 front end that was painted yellow like the Onan colors. And I really like that machine. If I throw another Onan in this thing, it'll be pretty cool. So I might be doing that with this one. We'll see. For now, I'm going to finish stripping it apart, maybe swap the front end onto it, and see what I do. But holy crap, my hand hurts a lot. So just a quick update from Cranky Motorsports. I might throw a little bit more on this video before I shut her down for today, but not fun. Normally all you got to do, like I said, is just grind through the weld on the top of this thing. Usually you only have to take off about 3/16 of an inch or something, sometimes less, and then beat on this with a punch, and it usually comes right out. I thought I was actually swedging this when I was hitting it with the punch, but again, you can see that knurling. There's no way that sucker was going to come out without a lot of brute force. And you can see, I mean, my punch was like pretty big indents in this thing from my punch. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Well, what do we have here? That's a 1969 front end. That's an Onan front end. Yes, it is. So I think I am going to turn this into the Mighty Mongrel 3. Now, you guys want to see something funny? For those of you that don't think the newer tractors are made cheaper than the older tractors, look in here, right in this area. You see how there's like an inch and a quarter difference on the size of the frame? And none of these holes are lining up. So this hole doesn't line up with that hole. That hole back in the corner doesn't line up with that frame hole, yet the clutch rod and everything still lines up. Well, that's because this front half of the frame, this section here, that bolts onto the side plates and everything on the older tractors is about 1 1/4 inches taller. So there's a lot more material on there. And so this section of the frame for the Onins is actually shorter, and I think that's, you know, a couple of reasons, because obviously the Onin's a taller engine. But so what you actually have to do is drill this hole through the inside frame piece, and then if you really want to make this as solid as you can, you got to get inside with a drill and drill out this guy here in the back corner on both sides, so you can put that extra bolt in there. It's not really necessary because you got the 2 bolts for the footboard going through here, you got the clutch rod coming through, and you're still going to have at least 2 bolts on the side here, and then 2 bolts extra on each side on the bottom. So realistically it's not super necessary. I might do it anyway, but so yeah, I think I'm gonna turn this into the Mighty Mongrel 3, and it's gonna be basically a 69 chassis with a Onin front frame and Onin motor in it. Now I'm wondering if I need to change my side towers or not. Crap, it's been a while since I did one of these. Now I gotta go back and look. I might have to pull the side towers off. That would suck. Anyway, it's gonna get an Onin. It's going to be pretty cool. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do for the grill, if I'm going to use a 66 grill or a 68 grill. Won't have an Onin front end on it, but I'm going to do it all Caterpillar yellow or that Tuscan Sun yellow. And so even though I was going to trash this frame because it's really pitted, I mean, you look down here, all around here it's really severely pitted, and back here, but you know what, you put 2 or 3 layers of Rust-Oleum on this thing, a lot of that stuff fills in. There's still plenty of metal left on this frame. It's not going to be weak, so it'll be a nifty little tractor. We'll see how it goes, but I think that'll probably end my video for today. Thanks for watching Cranky Motorsports. If I have any more updates, I'll pop back in here at the end.